Hey everyone, I'm here with your reading for the week of November 6th to 12th. If you hear any noises in the background, that's my stepkids playing. Hopefully it won't interrupt us, but if you hear some noises, just ignore them, please. So I am using the Spellcaster's Tarot, which is what I'm using for the month of November, along with the Viking Oracle. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I do a daily draw. Every day on weekdays, I do those two cards. So if you want to follow me, go follow me there. As usual, pay attention to your sun sign. If you know your moon sign or your rising sign, you can pay attention to those as well for a more well-rounded weekly Tarotscope. And of course, if you want your own reading, you can click on the links below to my Etsy shop. So let's get started. So let's start with Aries. We have the Ace of Wands. All right, so in this deck, they associate wands with air and swords with fire. That's not quite the way I see it, but that's okay. I can still read it that way. But anyway, Ace of Wands. So you're feeling very, very inspired, Aries. And this is definitely a week for you to get out, do something creative, do something fun, do something different. Your energy is going to be picking up, especially if you have been feeling recently like you've had really low energy. Then this is a really good week for doing something new and something different, and also for feeling more energized about things. For Taurus, we have the King of Pentacles. How very Taurus. It's a week where you're feeling very much in charge of things and you're feeling like everything is abundant and you're in control. Definitely finances, if you've had any issues with that, that may be improving this week. But you're taking care of your resources wisely. So whether that's possessions or money or just managing your time better, you're feeling a lot more in control and on top of things. There's also maybe some business opportunities coming for you if you're a Taurus. For Gemini, we have the Three of Cups. So Gemini, this week is going to be a time of celebration, a time to get together with people, a time to feel joy. So even if you're not going to something kind of like an official party or something, you are, this is a good week to get together with friends and just enjoy yourself and celebrate things and celebrate life and have some fun. For Cancer, we have the Two of Cups. I really like this deck, I have to say, because of the diversity in this deck. You know, it's you've got heterosexual as well as homosexual couples in here, and you've also got it's not just all white people. So I like that. But anyway, Two of Cups. So Two of Cups, Cancer, this is a good week for one-on-one with people. It's a good week for romance. It's a good week for talking to your partner. It's a good week for getting together with your best friend. And also if you are in a new relationship, this is a good sign too. As well as if you're looking to get together with someone, this is also a good sign for a good week for that. For Leo, we have the Ace of Cups. I like how it looks kind of like a uterus in here. So this is a week that is very fertile in a lot of ways. So if you are looking, to get pregnant, it's a good week to do so. But if not, take precautions. That's kind of what I say whenever I see this particular card come up. But generally speaking, it's a week where you feel like your emotions are overflowing in a lot of ways, and not in a bad way. Just you feel like you are full of love and full of energy, emotional energy. You're also more receptive to ideas, so it's a good week to be inspired as well. But it's a week where you really have a lot of love to share with others, and you're feeling really good about it and good about things. So a very positive week for Leos. It's also a good sign if you're starting a new relationship as well. For Virgo, we have the Seven of Cups. So Virgo, this is a week where you feel like you have all these choices available to you, but you're just not sure which one to pick. You feel like you could do this, you could do that, you're not sure. Lots of things look good to you. You're not sure where to focus your energy. So it's time to step back and look at the bigger picture and think about what is really going to appeal to you, and pay attention to your dreams and to your gut instincts this week. For Libra, we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So this week, Libra, you might be feeling like there's a lot of pressure on you to do things in a way that they've been done before, or expectations from family or from business, from people around you who want you to do things the way they've always been done. And you might be looking to take a risk and do something different, or feel like, maybe tradition and order is restricting you in some way. So it's good to take a look at that this week and to think to yourself, well, what is it that I need to change? Do I really have to do things the way they've always been done, or can I do something different this week? For Scorpio, we have the Fool reversed. So Scorpio, if you're thinking of taking a risk or doing something new this week, this may not be the week to do it. It's not saying that you should never do this thing that you're thinking of doing, but it's saying the timing isn't right now, right? There's still things that have to get done first, or things that you aren't prepared for. You may not have all the information. So don't do anything risky this week. Be prepared to wait and be patient before you make that decision. For Sagittarius, we have the Five of Swords. So Sagittarius, there may be a conflict of some kind this week that comes up where you really can't win, and it's probably best to walk away from the situation or walk away from the fight. There's some people in this world who just want to be negative no matter what, or you know, they're stubborn about their ways and they're not going to listen, and the best you can do is kind of minimize and distance yourself. So be self-protecting this week. Be protecting. Don't take on other people's problems or negative energy this week. For Capricorn, we have the Four of Swords. So Capricorn, this is a week for you to rest. This is a week for you to recharge. This is a week for you to it's not a week to forge ahead. It's a week to rest and, you know, just kind of relax and take things easy this week. You know, you need it. You've been kind of working really hard and you kind of need a break. For Aquarius, we have the Three of Swords. So there might be some kind of disappointment coming up this week, Aquarius, or some kind of loss of some kind. It's probably something you've been expecting, but it's saying too, it may not even be that anything happens this week. It could be just that you're dealing with old stuff, old sorrows that need to be expressed. So this week is really a good time to do some mourning, to take some time to rest as well, and to kind of go within and grieve things, because I think too much we try to move on past things too fast, and sometimes we need that time to grieve and to really feel things before we move forward. And Pisces, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So fate is on your side this week, Pisces. If you've been feeling like you've had a run of bad luck, things are going to be turning around for you. There's also fated events. There's things happening. It's not that anything you have to do, but there's things around you happening that are kind of helping to turn things in a new direction for you, for a new cycle. So pay attention to kind of what's going on around you and move with the changes as opposed to trying to resist them this week. So that's what I'm seeing for tarot. And then for Oracle, what I pulled out of the Viking Oracle was Skadi. Skadi is a winter goddess. She's a goddess in the mountains. She's a goddess of hunters and skiers. And she is, in her mythology, she married a sea god. And he wanted her to live by the sea, but she missed the quiet of the mountain air, so she had to go back to that. So this is a week where it's important for you to take time to really what's the word I'm looking for? To be yourself. It's time, this is a week where you shouldn't adjust for others. You need to be yourself and to be honest about who you are. Sometimes we try to, it's good to accommodate others and be nice, but sometimes we are too nice to the point where we compromise ourselves. And we have to say, this is what I want and this is what I need. And especially if you need time alone, or you need time to do certain things, you need to speak up and say it this week, and to be straightforward about it. It's also, it's interesting because she's a winter goddess, and I pulled this, and right now it is snowing. We're getting our first kind of big snowfall, so it's sort of interesting winter goddess kind of thing. In the northern hemisphere, we are definitely turning, is the darker time of year. It's getting colder. Where I live, it's starting, you know, it's late fall, early winter, so, you know, it's very interesting to pull this particular deck, but this particular card from this deck. So this week is definitely a time where, you know, just be yourself and do the things that you need to do, and don't apologize for needing time for yourself this week. So that's our message for this week. I hope it was helpful. Comments below, any questions, anything like that. Like and subscribe. I will see you all next time.